home in Inglewood, California. It's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers taking on Mac Jones and the New England Patriots.
From the future home of Super Bowl 56, there's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Chargers. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here, Herbert. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, to me, there is no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Really tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Patriots take over. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Throwing, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Charger drive about to get going. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Herbert. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it. Not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. On the give, this is Mack. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw, Jones. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. We're scoreless after 1.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now it's Herbert. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On 1st down, it's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Herbert on 1st down now. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And shutting him off. Now open field. Touchdown, Allen. Keenan Allen. His 2nd touchdown on the season. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. New England's offense set to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now here's a throw that's complete. 2nd and 2. Off play action. Jones. Dancing to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Back to throw. Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Looking to throw. Jones. Flushed out right. Airs it out. The end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half. And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting. Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both look. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Christian Barmore coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game. And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And a quick throw here that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry. Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well. I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Houston Texans. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. 2 touchdown passes there for Russell Wilson. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is our score. Will we see things open up in the second half? To find out, we'll get it back to our guys in the booth. Brandon Gott.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Here's Jones throwing on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Mack. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the 38, Jones over the middle. He finds Eskridge. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. More from L.A. in a moment. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now Mack Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On second down, it's Mack. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. They'll try again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on fourth and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Justin Herbert and the rest of the Charger offense set to take over once more.
And maybe he's... On first down, Turner, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on third down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench, not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. Jones. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jones.
eluding the pressure right. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jones. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. Going deep here for Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll run the screen with Mack. Touchdown, Patriots. Marlon Mack, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Patriots look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. L.A. readies for its next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw complete there to Smith.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. He's got Allen. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Again, Herbert. He's got Smith here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Herbert back to the air.
And that's into the hands of Eckler.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now left side on the swing pass. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to...
On Herbert, his 3rd interception.
Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. 30, 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession.
And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Charger lineman. Jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Herbert. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll run on 1st down. Mack.
57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Going right side, he finds Slayton.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Herbert now. Complete. Smith has it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
Well, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Herbert throwing again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation. The Pats are going to get there, and down he goes. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, it's Mack. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution.
I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys dropped the mask up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on Rap a Lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's real Rap a Lot, no cap.